Welcome. We're back. Welcome. This is the Seekers Club. Seekers Club. You hear me? Seekers Chronicles. Paranormal historians, where the history meets the paranormal. And we're back from a great weekend. We had got to go to the Shanley Hotel with Jenny. We missed Kim, but Kim's not too crazy about the Shanley. But
Not Kim Stang.
Not my
yeah,
thing.
it's not her thing.
I get it.
Her
I get it.
thing.
I
So
get it.
I just want to welcome everybody for coming tonight, and we have a great show coming on. Fantastic show. So, Kim, what do you want to say? Anything? You did anything? Did you go do any investigations, or did you work?
No, I didn't do any investigating, but honestly, anybody who does follow like the cosmology or like planet alignments, solar activity, stuff like that. We are in a very unique planetary alignment right now. I'm not going to go into the details because it's very complicated, but it's very interesting. And it really kind of is explaining a lot of like the tensions and stuff that is arising. So if anybody's interested in that, check it out. The planetary alignments right now are really interesting stuff.
Yeah, no, what that's doing is causing a lot of stuff. I think all that stuff's in my body because every part of my body hurts.
Oh, yeah, it can be. Yeah, absolutely.
Every
The
part of
solar
my body.
Mhm.
I'm falling apart.
Mm-hmm. And I had so much ringing in my ear yesterday. It was like, well, there's also something going on in my family that's very exciting today too. But ringing in my ear, tinnitus. And my husband was like, "Oh, that's tinnitus." I'm like, "Or it's spirit whispers." And
Or. All right. So, can you say anything about anything happy in your family, or no, not yet?
Well, I can. So yeah. So my mom, like a month ago, was like, because she knows I'm a medium, psychic, whatever. She's like, "Give me a date. I want a date. Give me a date." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm getting January 10th and January 13th." And I said, "But January 13th feels a little rough. Like something's going to be happening, and it's going to be like things have to happen now because there's a condition, like something's going on." And so yeah, today my sister-in-law was put in the hospital and be induced tonight because of blood pressure and stuff like that. So
I'm sorry to hear that, but that's exciting.
No, my mom was like, she called me. She was like, "You are scary accurate." And
yeah, you are scary.
Yeah. And then she's like, "It's a little creepy." I'm like, "Well,
yeah, it can be, right? Like it can be. You are a scary ass medium.
Yeah.
And then my husband's like, "Yeah, try living with her." Yeah.
Yeah, really. You will have waffles for breakfast. I love it.
What'd you guys do?
I love it.
Who drank all the milk? Not me. Yes, you did. I seen you do it.
We had fun this weekend, Anthony and me.
I know you did.
Other than him falling apart, we had fun.
Yeah, we did. We went to the Shanley Hotel with 9 Lives, and they brought a group of people also, which we have
great people.
Yeah, Lisa Morrison also came with her husband Frank. So it was a great weekend. We really had a good time. We did. I heard disembodied voices, and I followed it all the way up to the bordello, and then Jenny followed me up, and we went in there. And one room, the Anna's room, was a lot of banging and everything in there. So we had a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. We also had like a big session in there. They have a they made a room in the back they call like the seance room. It's not just seance. It's everything. They parties back there. It's a big hall looking thing. It's really nice. What they did with Kelly and her husband. Her husband did a great job on it. And we did a session in there, and we had a lot of things going off in there, and things that really asking questions and answers were coming up, and names were coming up and everything. So it was a good time. It was a very good time.
The basement.
And the group of people were really good. You guys went down the basement. I didn't go down there.
Because, the basement was really cool. We had a really startling EVP in the basement. It was used as a makeshift morgue because of the weather, correct? Like it's cold, you can't bury bodies, so they had a makeshift morgue down there, and the door closes. And we kept having the motion sensor go off in there, so we did an EVP.
Yeah.
What do you do here? And it said, I hide the bodies.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, that could
I mean,
be multiple
almost like
different
you
references
leave-
there.
Yeah, I know.
So
The Shanley, let people know, the Shanley has this big, when you go on it, there's like a big porch that wraps around the place. But in the cellar, it's actually, it's under that porch. You walk into a room, it's under the porch, and it's long.
Yeah.
And like I said, during the winter, since the ground was so hard back in when the Shanley was built, they couldn't dig graves. So when somebody died, they stored them in this underneath the Shanley steps because it was so cold out there. The body stayed. But you said you hide the body. Brought the body.
I hide the bodies. Like, yeah, we asked what was
When
happening in there. So
I
hide the
first
bodies.
started going there with the original owner, Sal, and Sal told me that there's a rumor there's 3 bodies buried in the basement, 2 men and a woman, and
Huh.
there's a wall that they think there might be in because since they have bootlegging there, there was a back staircase that goes into a space where they used to hold the bootleg stuff, and
Yeah.
there's a wall that goes from that's there. It's between that room and the cellar, the basement, and the wall is kind of thick. It's oversized, so there's rumors that there's bodies buried in that wall. They never
And
checked
there's-
it out, so they're saying
Yeah.
bodies buried. Plus, there's
And
also
there's mafia things going on there.
Yeah.
So you never
plus
know.
also there is rumors that there's babies, stillborns, and down there because you have prostitution going on there. So you never know.
well, and
But we're not
I mean,
talking about
and-
that tonight.
And there's the prison across the street.
Yes, there is a
Yeah,
prison.
right up the hill over there.
across
So, and the
street.
Shanley is a wide open door of spirits. So I would
Sure
not
is.
I would not anticipate if they were not coming across from over there. Anyway, yeah, a lot going on in that area.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
is crazy how
Yeah.
everything's going on there.
But that's a really
Yeah.
cool EVP.
Yeah,
Yeah, among others, we had that night.
Yeah.
So it was a really active night. I've been there on nights that it's not as active, and this happened to be a good one and good fun, good people. So,
Nice.
Anthony
Yeah, it was
Simonelli
good.
was there.
and guess what? You know what I had left over? You gave me so many of these. Jenny
Oh,
bought
no.
me some
Here we go. Get the bingo cards out, people.
cannolis. Mm. I got 2 left over.
There we go.
She gave me like a
I know.
dozen of them.
Everybody drink. We have a drinking
Yum.
game on this.
Delicious.
Warn you.
So I got my cannoli. Hey,
We got a
I'm
bingo
gonna
card
eat on the air.
and a drinking game on this show.
So
Oh,
anyway.
boy.
I got my
Anyway.
I got my cannoli.
And we got lots
chicken.
of friends piling in. So here we go.
So yeah, so tonight should be a good show. I gotta swallow. I gotta savor.
Yeah,
that
no, it should
cannoli
be a
in my
great
mouth.
show. How about if I take over and introduce our
Take
guest?
over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's like, take over. Take
She doesn't want to hear my voice no more. I really think she's like my wife. My voice hurts her
I don't
ears.
know. You do sound like extra New York
Look
tonight.
at
Is that
she's
just
doing
me?
this. She's
Is
doing
that
this.
just me, or do you sound like super New York? Were you with family today? Like lots of family?
No, last couple of days I've been laid up.
Oh,
I got the gout.
oh, no. Sorry to
That's
hear
I've
that.
been
sucks.
laid up the last couple of days. So
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
sucks.
yeah.
Well,
What?
tonight we're going to
Jenny,
have fun.
yes, Jenny, please
Yeah,
introduce.
tonight we're going to have fun. We're going to forget about all the bad
Bring 'em
stuff
on.
and the bad planets and the, and you enjoy your cannoli while I introduce our wonderful guest. So tonight we have something a little different tonight on our show, which we're excited about. It is a new friend for us. I haven't met him yet, but I'm looking forward to this show tonight. We have
Yeah.
Kevin Thompson from White Mountain, Sasquatch. Welcome to the show.
Here he
Hello.
is.
A little bit crazy
Hi,
today.
Kevin. Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
How you doing?
not too bad, not too bad. Good to see you again.
Mm.
Yeah,
We
where
met at
did you guys meet?
Matt-
In Maine?
We met at the Maine Paracon and Horror
Yes.
Convention, Horror
Yep.
Fest
Yep.
back last year. But Yeah, that was a good show. That was really good. I
It
liked
was
the
a good
way
weekend.
it was run very well,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, they did very well. They for their first ever, it really took off well. So
they
Oh
had
yeah.
like 3,000 people each day.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, we
3,000
had them on
people.
just before the show. We had just before the Paracon. We had everybody on. We had Jeff on and
Yeah.
and Danger on, and it was
Yeah.
cool because it was before, and then we got to talk about it after. And
Yeah.
they weren't sure, how it was going to go, and it went so well.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, he's
I was
already
amazed.
redone his truck. He's got he re-stickered his whole truck for this year.
Yeah,
He's already got stuff planned on. He's got people out ready to go. And
he has a lot of new people coming, a lot of horror people and stuff, which is cool. That's why I have to get back there just to see that. I remember what I was amazed at more than anything that they had it advertised in Times Square on the billboards.
I know.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit. I was going to go down and meet them. And it was like, he put it on like the day, I'm going down there today. I'm like, did he said something, I would have met you because that's like 15, 20 minutes from me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he goes,
Yeah.
he goes, you got to keep an eye on my Facebook. I'm like, why? I'm not going to tell you. You'll find out when you see it.
It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Love it.
So Times Square, I'm like, that's big. That's big right there. And you're doing it in New York and it's up in Maine. It's because we're not close to each other. It's not like a easy
6
bus
hours.
ride or
It's doable. It's
it's
doable.
doable, yeah. But
Come on.
Yeah.
I used to drive to South Jersey a lot. It's not that far away.
mean,
See
it's-
that?
There,
We're in the middle of New Jersey, Kim and myself.
yeah.
I'm
North
about an
End.
hour from Anthony. Yeah. So we're pretty close, but not close
Kevin,
to you. So
You're
I
in
got some
Maine.
friends that live in Nesco.
yeah, he's
I
amazing.
don't know what that is.
I don't know where that is either.
I don't either.
Nesco, just outside of Hamilton, if I say it right, Hamilton in
Okay.
South Jersey, outside
Yep.
of Atlantic City, the bottom end of the Pine Barrens.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's like a whole other world down there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, big blueberry.
Yeah, that
trees.
is.
But you're in Maine, Kevin. You're just outside of Portland, correct?
Yes, I am now. Yep, I live
Yeah.
in Gorham, just outside of Portland. I used to live in Conway, New Hampshire, at the foot of the Mount Washington.
Oh wow! Oh my God!
Beautiful.
Great. So that makes perfect sense. The White Mountain Sasquatch. Oh,
Yeah, I lived
my
there for over
God,
20
it's
years.
all coming together. I'm getting this.
I moved for work, so that's why I'm in Maine now.
Got it. But Gorham's at the base of a mountain too. That's very rural out there.
Yeah, we're just like I said, we're just outside of Portland now. So
Yeah.
Kim's from
the
Mass.
funny thing is,
He's our New England person.
Maine has a ton of sightings in this area as well.
Oh yeah.
Basically, I was Lauren Collin just up the road has the cryptozoology museum, and he's gotten reports of them being on the shore, getting clams and stuff in the beds.
Really?
Yeah, I had a friend of mine that I've done a couple of. He does cryptic adventures in Milo, which is some of the footprints we've had. That I sent you a couple of the photos. Actually, have one right behind me.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's
I love it. Props.
We got this one.
Oh wow.
Oh my
Okay.
God, that's a big,
This one
big-
from last year. This one and one other one we casted last year. So we got the heel. Kind of had to see, but we got all the digits.
Yeah, you can see the toes. Yes.
And where was that? Where did you find this one?
This was in Milo, Maine.
Milo, Maine.
Where two of my friends, Toby and Travis Hartford, they do crypto adventures, and they do a camping trip up in Milo. Location's very active. Actually, Ronnie and myself have been there a couple of times now. The Maine Bigfoot Foundation help out, and we've had rocks thrown at us. They actually have a video with night vision of something in the swamp. The following year, we went back with hip waders, and Mike Vachon, one of the founders, went to walk out to where it was, and he got maybe 6 or 7 feet out, and the water was over the hip waders. Where it was further out than that. So whatever was out there would have been at least 4 to 5 feet in the water with 3 feet of it sticking out.
Oh my.
Oh
It
wow.
was huge.
Really big. Yeah.
That's really big.
Yep.
So
That's super
Kevin,
cool.
how
Yes.
did you get into this? How did you get into
Yeah.
squatch finding?
Yeah, start at the beginning, please. All at the very beginning.
In
We
the
love a
beginning,
story.
oh, like everybody. I mean, we all grew up. We saw the Patterson Gilman film, In Search of. My father was a huge sci-fi person, so we always watched things like that. He took me to go see The Legend of Boggy Creek at the drive-in. So I was always brought into it. But then growing up in Maine, hunting and stuff, you'd hear weird noises and you had no idea what it was. Of course, it's Maine, Bigfoot's out west, but it just stayed in the back of my mind. It's like, what is this? And I kind of read and kept up on it. But then late 90s, I was driving. I worked for a AAA outfit, and I was driving back from over the Kangamangas Highway, and it was getting late. It had just rained, a little bit of fog, and I saw something fall from a section. They had just re-widened the road. It was all cliff, and I assumed it was a rock or a bear falling. So I started slowing my truck down, and it hit the ground. I mean, like a sack of bricks. It just hit the ground. So I stopped, thinking, well, if it's a bear, it's going to try to run across the road. I don't want to hit it. So I started slowing down. Another car's coming around the corner. So there's 2 cars. We're coming just like this. And all of a sudden, I have a figure standing up and 3 steps goes across the road. And I was like,
What was your first thought?
it can't be. I, for the longest time, thought it was a shadow. I'm like, okay, I saw a shadow. It's a glimpse of headlights and stuff. But I had stopped. I stopped my truck and got out thinking, what did I see?
You got out.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's like,
Kim's like, not so sure.
Well,
Kim's like,
because
Not so
there's a lot
sure.
of hiking trails there. So, it's like, if this is this a person that, a hiker that fell and they ran across the road? So they don't
Yeah,
get
maybe
road.
they need help.
that's what I would have thought. Yeah,
So-
right away. I would have thought that's a person who
There's
needs
nothing.
Although there's no
Anything
trail.
around. I mean, I hear a little bit of rustling in the woods, but nothing. And I'm like, okay. And I get back, and the more I think about it, I'm like, okay, I'm driving the rest of the way home. I'm like, this thing was looking in the windshield of my truck. And you guys know what a school bus is. I was driving a 4700 International, which is the size of a school bus. And this thing would have been
International, yes. I know what you're talking about.
there.
No idea what you're talking about.
It just took more and more time. I'm thinking like, so I started doing research. I started looking at the VFO websites. I started checking things out. And I really wasn't going out looking. I was just more the couch researcher. I wanted to know what was I seeing. And then I started seeing there's reports. So I kind of kept an eye on it, looked around, listened, kept my ears open. And then, I'd find, I'd see things every now and then hiking. But I just was like, no, you sure? And then my friend was talking to my friend Toby that does stuff. He goes, if you really want to, you should really look into it. Just go for it. Who cares what people think? And I went, all right. So I got myself, a couple of friends, and we just started poking around. Each one of us lived in different areas. We kind of poked around. We shared things, but it didn't last very long because at the same time, Finding Bigfoot came out. And a lot of them were like, it's all TV, it's all this, it's all that. And then I ended up being the only one left.
Yeah.
That
But I
would
still
have been,
enjoy it because I look at it this way. I get to go out in the woods and look for, something that's technically not supposed to be there. I get to go camping. I get to go hiking,
That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
Vincent,
a lot of
you don't need to find anything, just as long as you're out in the woods.
And a lot of times I'll go out on places I would take my boys with me. And we'd make an outing. We'd go out, we'd check, we'd look, we'd do different hiking trails. And there's, you would find tree breaks oodles of tree breaks. And of course, now you got to figure out, is it from a moose? Is it from a person? You know, how is it? How high is it? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean-
that is crazy. First of all, did the other car respond too? Like, did they
Kept
stop?
driving. Never
kept
stopped.
driving.
It just kept driving.
Interesting. And imagine if you had a dash cam now. You know, like everybody's got dash cams now. Oh my God, mind blown. But
We had dash cams back then. I mean, we didn't even have easy passes back then.
Yeah, I know. Well, not even a cell phone.
Yeah.
I know the Kangamangas Highway. So I went to University of New Hampshire, and I've been hiking in the White Mountains. I've done maybe 14 or 15 in the 4,000 footers. So I'm very familiar with the Kangamangas Highway. There are no lights. It is winding. You can't speed. I mean, it's very dangerous. Yeah. And it's dark. I mean,
oh yeah,
anything.
It's dark. I had to do a lot of night pickups up there because a lot of people would break down. We'd have to go up at night.
Yeah.
And if you know the Kangamangas Highway, there's that long stretch. It's a swamp area just past the campground called Jigga Johnson's.
Yes. Yeah.
And they always seem to break down there. And you would get this eerie feeling like something was watching you every time I loaded. I would load up. I'd have my flashlight. Of course, I'm like trying to load fast because you just like something's watching you. And it just turn the truck around, start driving. And I've seen moose on that road. Bear on that road. I mean, I've seen all the animals, though. It's like, but I could not place them for what I saw.
Wow.
But to this day, I can't tell you what I saw because
I
we don't know.
I think I saw it, but I can't prove it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's enough to get you hooked, isn't it? Like, I feel like it's the same with ghosts or spirits or anything. All you need is that one experience, and you're like, what did I see?
Yeah, exactly.
What was that? Do they exist?
Yeah.
You know? And I agree with you. Like, we always say part of the honor of doing what we do is being in these historical buildings at night, like Night at the Museum, right? Like, we get to be alone in these beautiful places. It's the same thing. You get to be in these gorgeous locations, camping with your boys or camping outside, doing what you love. Yeah. So it suits you. It's good.
No,
I mean,
it's similar.
Yeah. I mean, and something like that. We're all fascinated with that. Like, if it's an animal, if it's a human, all type of human, whatever it might be, what species and everything. So that's the most interesting part about it. Kim, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
On all the pictures you've seen of Bigfoot or something, do you think it could be old human or an animal? Because I know you as a veterinarian, like each animal has different insides. Like their heart's in a different area, their stomach, whatever. Do you feel that that's pretty much an animal, more like an animal, or more like a human?
No, I feel like it's human. I mean, that's me. I know there's a whole range of opinions and thoughts about it. Yeah. I feel like what the Sasquatch that most people are referencing, I think it's human. And I mean, I've had weird experiences. Not in New Hampshire. I haven't had weird experiences in New Hampshire. More in New Jersey, to be honest. But
so if you look back at First Nations records and stuff, they talk of these as their own tribe. It's their own entity, like the guardians of the forest. They don't refer to them as creatures. They refer to them as beings. So, but that being said, I mean, they've got to be more human than anything.
Yeah.
And I say that because maybe you agree with this too, Kevin, is that they're just intelligence with it.
Oh, there has to be.
Yeah. And I mean, animals can be intelligent for sure. But it's a different primate intelligence. I don't know. It's a different humanoid intelligence.
Like a reasoning, you mean? Like a more reasoning, like a human would have.
Well, yeah. I mean, to not be seen. I mean, we think that as humans, we have been everywhere. The whole continental United States, we've been everywhere. We've done everything. Well, Maine has the most forests of the continental United States, second to New Hampshire. Which means we have more forested land than Washington and Oregon. But a lot of these areas that have all this forested area, nobody goes to it. There's nobody living there. It's completely isolated. A prime example is there was a family found, I can't remember. I was just reading it not very long ago. It was a Russian family. They went into hiding from Stalin. They went out to up in the oh, I can't think of the tundra, up in the forest and stuff, and hid.
Like Siberia?
Siberia, thank you. They didn't get found until it was well after, it was over 20 years. They had no idea World War II had happened.
Right.
Nobody knew them. They came across them. They found an old rundown shack and found this family. They had been out there for 20 years. Nobody knew they were there. They had more children while out there. I mean, if these people in Russia, and these are everyday people, can go out with no technology and live for 20 years and not be found, somebody can go hide in the woods.
Yeah, well, there's also people. I'm not sure if it was West Virginia or one of those. There were blue people.
Yeah.
And
then
nobody knew about them until they started not having food in the forest, and they started coming into town, and people, they're blue. And of course, they found out they had like some kind of oxygen deficiency. But it was a family that was there forever. Nobody knew about them. They're like, generation after generation after generation until they came into town.
There was an Indian tribe in California. There's one member that was found left. He was still living the native lifestyle. This was, I think, in the 50s or 60s. They found him. He was the last one left. Had been living in California in the woods, and nobody knew they were there. They, never been put to a reservation. I mean, they all passed away because there's nobody to run out of people to keep reproducing. But and this is in California. This is in civilization during the 20th century. This is happening, so.
And it was like a Bigfoot. Look, they didn't find the silverback apes until like the 1920s.
Yeah.
And so they were around forever. And they never thought that in the 20s, and then like, what's that? And the silverback apes. Now everybody knows of them. Yeah. But back then.
How about the billy ape?
Yeah.
They just found that, not even 15 years ago, maybe? A 5 foot tall, actually chimpanzee. They call it the lion killer because they are known to run on 2 legs. They'll attack and kill lions. Everybody in Africa, the native people that knew about these, but nobody believed them until they finally were seen. Now, obviously, they have been there for how long? I mean, hundreds of years.
So it's a possibility that Bigfoot creatures or whatever country it's from, with different names they have for them, and different shapes and stuff. But it's possibly that these things could still be hidden in all these rural areas. Not rural, wooded areas, because you've still got a lot of woods, out there.
I mean, like, let's see, other typical mountain lions. The official report is there are no mountain lions in New England at all. They're gone. But people still see them. They find tracks. I believe it was in the 90s or maybe 2000. One got hit by a car in Connecticut, and they figured it was a stray that came down from Canada. Why would they stop at the border? I mean, Maine does not have a fenced border for Canada. It's piles of rocks out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
So, if these are creatures, these are animals we know.
So. Right.
That's interesting. Very interesting.
Did you we did have a question already. Did you ever go back and try to recreate it? Go back to where you saw the original?
I did go back a few years later when I really got into it. And I started doing like Parafest and other things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to check out the area. And of course, a lot had changed, a lot of trees and stuff. But I still couldn't grab my head of exactly what it was. The drop off is like a 20-foot drop. And the road's not very wide there. Yeah. But there's enough room to pull a vehicle off to the side. And then it's a guardrail and it's a straight down off the other side.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
The only other thing I might look into is if there was an accident there where like in that area where somebody had passed.
Yeah.
And then
that's the first thing I thought of, Kim. The first
Really?
thing I thought of.
So that's what gets me about Livermore, Sawyer Pond, a place I love to go, where it's an old ghost town and there's a graveyard and all, Now where they camp is nowhere near that, but there's been reports of sounds and tree like tree knocks in that area. But from the camping area to the parking lot on the Bartlett side, it's only about a 1.5 mile hike, 2 miles tops. But you're going through this old ghost town. You're going through homes, old construction area, the graveyards in through there. So there could be a link to that. I mean, Ronnie has thought that there's a link with supernatural and Bigfoot. Actually, him and I talked about it a couple of times.
Ronnie LeBlanc, you're talking about,
LeBlanc,
correct?
yeah.
For those watching who don't know,
He's on Finding Bigfoot. Is that the show?
He was on Expedition Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah.
And he's on, what's he on right now? Paranormal Quarantine. But he actually he and his third book actually just came out.
It's funny because when you mentioned your encounter, it reminded me, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, Kim. I was just so excited that you thought the same thing as me, because the first thing I thought was possibly one of those paranormal caught on camera things where you see a spirit on the side of the road, right? Like that crosses over quickly, because you see those all the time. And I thought, well, never know, maybe a long hair, whatever, but it sounds more too big to be a person.
I keep thinking of the video out of Gettysburg where it almost looks like they're walking down like an old train track. There's no train tracks. And you see like this figure walk across in front of them.
Yes.
And nobody noticed it. That was the funny thing. They caught it on the video, but nobody noticed it at the time.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, though, it's just like, you know what you see. You know what you see. Yeah. You wouldn't have had that reaction or that time to kind of like contemplate what you saw unless you saw something that was not abnormal, but supernatural. And 100%. and I agree that I feel like sometimes the Sasquatch, when it's like, well, actually, how do you prefer to call it? I know there's all kinds of names and drama about the name of it. How is your reference to it, Kevin? Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. I mean, they both kind of fit. Sasquatch would be more in terms with their Native American name.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, Bigfoot. I really don't have a preference. I've never really thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, great. Okay, we'll go with Bigfoot. So I feel like
it rolls off the tongue nicer.
Yeah. I feel like the sightings of Bigfoot, maybe you experienced this when you saw this, is that I feel like they're more solid. Whereas I feel like spirit, when people see spirit, they see them more see-through. They're not as defined. I mean, that can be, plus or minus depending on your experience. Some people see a very solid spirit, but generally they feel and look more soft edges or a little bit less defined. You felt like this was like really defined.
This is like a solid object.
Yeah. So that's way more Bigfoot to me. Yeah.
I try to rationalize it with like a moose at first. I mean, it's huge.
Wow. Right. Yeah. You didn't think shadow person. You didn't think ghost. You thought animal.
No, and it literally startled me right off because I did not expect what I saw.
Wow.
That's the best kind of encounter.
Yeah, that's what we all want, right?
Right? Yeah, exactly. So you mentioned
before. The funny thing is, I carried this for years. I'm like, I can't tell anybody. Nobody's gonna believe me. They're gonna tell me I'm crazy. Or then they'd be like, "Were you drinking while you were driving?" I mean,
right?
Yeah.
Like I wish. Yeah, I wish I was.
Yeah, we all heard that.
Yeah. Then I can identify it. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, hey, you're in the right place here. Nobody thinks you're crazy on this show. No. That's for sure.
So what have you been up to since?
The weird.
So like after you saw this, did research, got a group, and then did you have to continue to have more experiences out in the woods?
So kept going out. I found I had a person reach out to me about having a road crossing in Sebago, Maine.
Mm.
But he had to be very nonchalant about it because he had talked with the BFRO first, and they went out, they looked at it, they couldn't really determine. It was one of those, well, I don't know if it is or not, and they went more to the side of, it wasn't what he thought he saw.
Okay.
He wanted somebody else to look at it, but unfortunately, he had basically signed like a non-disclosure. So I was like, well, I can go take a peek. I said, I'm a nobody, so it's not going to matter, right?
Right.
So we went there. We looked, found a game trail that was at that area. There was, there were other animals you could see there across the road. There was a fire pond there. We had all gone through, but we got following the game trail. And also we kind of like, where'd the trail go? And we're looking around. And we noticed these trees kind of went together like this. They kind of like fingered together and realized that you could walk right through them. I walked right through them. And then there we go. The game trail continued on and up through and headed out further on. So we, did some looking around, really couldn't do much, couldn't find much. And then on the way back, I come across the tree, which is probably about 30 feet from the road. And if you're standing behind the tree like this and looking, you could see right straight and you could see the road. You can see a little bit further up. Well, at the bottom of the tree,
I love this. Live evidence.
Wow.
Can you hold that up again? Let me do like sideways. The size. Oh my goodness.
There you go. It's about 13. So the hard part is about 13 inches. So the hard part with this is, and it's kind of hard to tell. So there was a tree branch here. So at first I was looking at it thinking it was a double bear print, because when bears walk, they have a tendency of walking in their own step every once in a while. But the problem was here's the footprint. Here's the tree.
Whoa.
So this was literally up against the tree. So it was like, and this is a left foot. This is your toe. So it would be like this, and I showed it to Bill Brock. He's from the BFRO. I showed it to him, and I told him, I said, I cannot say it's not double bear. And even Bill said, he goes, it would be a pristine double bear print. And I'm like, you're right. But the problem is it's in front of a tree.
Right.
How unless the bear make 2 steps in front of a tree and there's no claw marks on the tree?
Right. The bear's too large, girth, right, to be that close to a tree.
You would have had it, but there was no scratch marks.
Weird.
So this one, I can't tell you if it is or it isn't, but this was very, very odd.
It's a good one.
This one was found in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was found in the area where the other gentleman had a sighting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He was very happy that I found that. It kind of like validated him, but like I told him, I can't tell you that is because
sure,
I have nothing to go with.
Right. You have to keep looking. It's like a piece of evidence that you have to keep stacking.
You have to keep looking.
Do people actually they did call you up and say, listen, I have sightings on my property, and can you come down and check this out and let us know what's going on, if there is, or can you contact them or whatever?
So I've had a few get a hold of me through my email, through my pages. A lot of them don't, they want to be left anonymous. And most of the times they're on hiking trails, visiting areas. But I haven't had anybody ask me to come out the house. Now, Mike from the Bigfoot Foundation and Peter and the rest of them, now they have, and of course they're further up in northern Maine.
Mhm.
So they've gone and they've had a couple and proven that they're on their property. You know,
Mhm.
it's kind of like the kid up in Durham that was hearing noises and set out his camera and caught that Bigfoot walking through the woods on
Right.
the parent property out in the woods. So
You know, since they can't be found, how do you think they do it? So, like, they have some kind of cloaking thing, or they camouflage themselves in the background, or you know?
So deer, bear, a lot of animals have like an oil in their skin, and I think that kind of reflects the light a little.
Mhm.
It also helps that they're also designed for the wilderness. Like deer can blend into the surroundings quite well. It's why hunting is, it's real hard to do. And I think that might have something to do with it. Now, cloaking, I really never really gave it much thought until last year. And you said you're going to have him on as a guest, Ronnie, correct?
Yeah, Ronnie Block is next month. We're having him.
He has a video that was taken. Now I didn't. Now they did 2 events up in Milo last year. I was only able to go to the first one. I wasn't going to the second one. And he was going. He has a video of him. I believe either his wife took it or somebody took it of him going to check out a noise. And as he is walking, part of him disappears.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, like it's like his shadow, everything gone. So I don't know how to explain that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a rabbit hole we should go down here. I think we have
Wait, this was on camera, or like in real life, people were watching him
on camera. They were. Yeah, I think it's on his. I think he put it on his Facebook. From
wow.
I didn't put it on his
they
Facebook.
saw it in real life, or it was on
I don't
camera?
know if they saw it in real life or not. I don't know. He put it on,
but definitely on camera. But for sure on camera, you see him kind of glitch.
Yeah, he vanished.
What?
Like
Okay.
his leg disappeared.
That's incredible. So we actually have a question about related to that a little bit. I think a lot of people ask about UFOs and the relationship with Bigfoot. I know you probably been asked a million times, but what's your answer for that? What's the relationship?
I don't know.
Yeah, I love that answer.
I don't know.
I actually love the answer. I don't know, because we don't know.
I love
I just know. Yeah.
So I'm a huge sci-fi fan, no doubt about it. I honestly do believe that there are extraterrestrials. We can't be the only thing in this universe.
Okay.
To think we are the only intelligent thing in the world is just
most intelligent thing in the galaxy. You kidding?
Yeah.
Universe.
Okay.
We're putting ourselves on a pedestal that we don't belong on.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, there's so many planets out there. The possibility, the odds, there has to be something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I mean, I heard that, with Bigfoot and stuff, and people have theories and stuff like that, and they feel that Bigfoot is like from aliens, and they control the Bigfoot, and the Bigfoot's like their protectors,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but the way they disappear and everything, I wouldn't be past any of that, Maybe Bigfoot is the aliens,
Could be.
We don't know.
No, that's the point.
We don't
I've had
know.
a gentleman tell me he's wondering if maybe Bigfoot are the aliens' criminals, and they're sent here to do their time.
Yeah.
What? That's a new one. Okay, that's a new one. That's a new one. That's not on the bingo card tonight. Okay, Bigfoot. Okay, so community service on Earth for the Bigfoot.
Community service. Yeah. Oh my God.
I love it.
We
gotta go.
How come we're stuck here? What did we do that's so bad?
The craziest community service in the world. You're gonna go pick acorns.
That's pretty. Yeah, pretty good.
Bad boy. Now you got to spend time on Earth. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You got to
Well-
go to the most gorgeous.
Well, I don't know.
visible-
If you looked around lately, I would be a little bummed too.
It might be right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I
exactly.
was like, well, what's there?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
Kevin,
exactly.
you mentioned marshes twice when you were telling both of your stories. You mentioned marsh. Do you think that kind of land is more often to see them?
Well, there's a lot of good vegetation in marsh. Different times of years, cat and nine tails are edible. There are beavers, fish. There are fish in certain marshes. I mean, the water running in. I mean, so there is an abundance of food in that area. So, and water. As long as it's moving, they can drink it. Obviously, because they're used to drinking outside water, drinking from streams, unlike us who we have to boil our water.
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed to boil our water.
Yeah. We won't tell.
Yeah. Well, we as human beings, we
There's
want
been times I
our-
just like I
want
want to
our
drink.
survival things.
Yeah,
As,
but
our normal body, our
Yeah.
filters and everything in our body. We lost a lot of stuff that, because what do? We go to the supermarket and buy our food.
yeah, well, I bottle water now.
Buy bottled water. Everything we do now, it's not like you're out in the woods. You have to find your own water. You can get your own food. You got to do anything to survive. So,
Yeah,
as human beings, we lost a lot. And Bigfoot also, I feel to me, I think it's like a lost civilization from the human beings, because at one time we were together with like this. I'm not sure of the name of the human. It was like us, and then they were like still like like cavemen and stuff.
Neanderthal?
Neanderthals.
And they were still with us, but then also they just disappeared. So maybe they went
Yeah,
on.
I'm thinking of Daniel. Yeah, was it Neanderthal? Well, right before Homo sapien, which is what we are.
Right.
They actually were living at the same time for
Yeah.
a short period of time. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a possibility. Maybe they didn't die off. Maybe they just see what kind of
Evolved.
crazy human beings could be. They say, "Hey, we want out of here," and they just disappeared into the woods. They've been hiding all this time. You don't know. Don't
What?
know.
Yeah.
I'm in New York. I got a couple of these people. I got a couple of these of those Bigfoots walking around here. So
Oh my gosh.
Oh, up in Whitehall, yeah.
How do you,
I mean,
Kevin,
you've got that great Bigfoot encounter in Whitehall. I mean,
oh, that's true.
yeah. You got police officers that saw it, kids.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, like, how do you explain? You were saying, people, the kid in his backyard, right? Or police officers seeing it. But then you also have this, like, people never see it because it's so deep in the forest. Like, I mean, I don't know how those coexist.
So,
Like, why would they suddenly come near us? You know what I mean? Is it an accident?
it's either gonna be an accident or curiosity.
Okay.
Armando.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, are they trying to avoid us, or
Where's ours? Did you bring enough for the group?
No.
Yeah,
I
Getting
did.
the
I
best
didn't
going.
care.
yeah. I got one left. Oh, do you want it? Come and get it.
Kevin, we have a
I'm on my
drinking
way.
game. It's a drinking game on this show. When we say cannoli, we all take a drink.
Whatever you have, water is
Whatever you have. It can
totally
be, yeah.
acceptable.
I got
We
coffee.
won't. Yeah, I got coffee.
That too.
And you guys say I have an accent. His is coffee.
Coffee.
What?
That's how I say it, coffee.
It's coffee.
He
Water.
says coffee. And
I
everybody makes
know. When
fun of
you
my
said
accent.
marsh,
you
I
go
went,
with the
oh,
New
you
York
did say
accent.
marsh. I didn't quite get that.
I love it.
Oh yeah, you said marsh, but it's marsh. Yeah.
I was like, marsh? What is a marsh?
I recognize my people.
Yeah, I know. She's from New England too. So
No.
Um,
yes.
So, what was your craziest? Well, obviously, I think that was probably your craziest experience when you saw that on the
Yeah.
kangaroos. But what's kind of like, since you've been looking for evidence, have you been able to catch anything on camera, or have you've said you've had things thrown at you? What else has been going on?
So I have to admit, I think the craziest experiences I ever had were definitely up in Milo.
Wow.
Up there that when we did the adventure, we would so we would take and so the event's very nice. It does 3 groups. Each group has 5 to 7 people, and we all did 3 different areas. It was an old farm, and we would go into different areas. So one would go out to the fields, one would go down to the marsh, and one would do a thing through the woods back to the marsh. I usually always did the fields, and then this last year I did the wooded section. I always wanted to do the marsh, but unfortunately, I always lost the straw pole. So, but we had the first couple of years we had some growls, which were kind of interesting because I hadn't got that. But last year, we got a lot of growls. We could actually, from where we were, we could hear things running through the woods. We heard the rocks being thrown into the swamp that the other group was having happen. We were probably 20 feet at one time from the swamp in the wood line, and we could hear the rocks being thrown. We hear things hitting the water. And we scoped it out pretty well. We wanted to make sure like there was no beavers, we saw no beavers or anything. But we did find when we were scouting out the area prior, was where we found that footprint. We found a beaver carcass, and it had been out there for a while because it was just the skull. So something had obviously taken a beaver. But yeah, like the tree beds. Now I had scoped out all the areas every year.
Did we lose him?
No.
I think he froze up a little bit.
Did we freeze up? I think you froze up there a little bit.
Wow, that was so tricky. I was just like waiting on his lips.
I know. I was like, what happened? We froze you, Kevin. There. To anybody on lights, this was Long Island.
He'll come back.
Not that I know of.
Hey, we're back.
Bigfoot.
Oh, you're back. Okay. Yeah.
I have no idea. That's why I stopped. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
It's all good. It's all good.
So that would really got me.
What is the whole? No, it's fine. I just you were saying about the rock. Yeah, no kidding. Because between the beaver and the rocks being thrown and everything, that's fascinating.
This was the last. So every year, this is a well path. It used to be, it was like a logging road that we would take the people down. So it was wide. There was nothing in the way. We knew they could walk through at night with flashlights and headlamps, and they weren't going to trip and fall, hurt themselves, which was one of our primary concerns. But this year, trees have been bent over and pulled down. And it wasn't like snow load or something. I mean, we're talking, there was a tree this big around that was literally snapped at my head height across the road. And a couple other trees that were laid down. They didn't make sense where we saw it. And then that night, we had all this experience go on.
Wow.
So it was like,
you got knocking and stuff like that too?
Yeah, we had tree knocks. Yeah, we'd knock, we'd get responses.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Did you have any tools? Like, were you using like night vision or heat sensing? Any tools or EVP?
So I keep it. I always have an audio recorder. One of the other groups had night vision. I do believe one of them had we did have one thermal.
Perfect.
A couple of ears, but most of it was just us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just using your senses, which is like, and your instincts, like you said.
Unfortunately, it's not very lucrative.
I get it. Too bad we can't get paid, right, for this.
Yeah.
Can you explain? Like, this is something I don't understand. What are tree knocks, and what's the theory on what they mean?
So at first, I assumed a tree knock was like, certain birds and animals will knock on the tree to let people know that there's danger in the area or something. But I've noticed that when we knock, we'll get a knock back. And if you wait a minute and hit it again, they'll hit and knock back. It's almost like you're going back and forth. But I don't know if it has like a rhythm, like a Morse code or something. Because after about 2, they'll stop. Or sometimes you'll get one, you won't get another one.
Because I would feel that they, like the Native Americans, they always had at a distance. They always had some sort of like with the smoke or with some kind of banging on trees and stuff. So I would feel that a Bigfoot would adapt to like what they done in the past, and all these years later, because they're still out there, and I would feel that they would adapt some of what the Native Americans did with the knocking and hitting the trees and all kinds of for code to let them know it's danger, or just say hello, whatever, to check on each other, at a distance. So.
And I think the howls are more like lion roars to let them know, okay, I'm here. The louder the roar, the more alpha it is.
I remember Ronnie saying the one time, because on a past podcast I was on, we had him on and we were talking, and he said that he thought he got on audio, like these 2 big feet, big feet, whatever, more than one.
That's funny. Big
foot. So they were talking amongst each other. So he said there was like some kind of communication that he got on audio.
I have not got that, but I've heard it's they call it the samurai chatter, that was taped out in California back the 70s, I believe. And that's, you can hear multiple creatures talking back and forth, and it almost at one moment it's like clicking and clacking, at another moment it's almost like Japanese. So
oh really?
Wow.
Yeah.
So
the communication, I would want to hear what that sounded like, Anthony, from whoever you just said that got something.
Yeah, Ron.
So I do know that's on the BFRO website.
Okay.
As an audio, or you could do Sierra Sounds. There we go. It was taped up in the Sierra. It's called the Sierra Sounds.
Sierra Sounds. Okay.
Because I know there's quite a bit of animals in the forest at night that will communicate with each other.
Oh.
And I don't know. Do we even know what Bigfoot sounds like other than roars and growls? Like, has anybody actually?
Well, I know when Ronnie said he's got it, he was still on the show. It was like the last season of the show he was on. The Exploring Bigfoot, whatever that one was.
Expedition
Bigfoot. And he said he got that, and actually I watched the show, and it was on the show too, and it sounded like all kinds of grunts and chirps and like all different types of different things. Like 2 of them were talking amongst each other.
I'll have to listen.
I think it was on the last season of that show that he was on. I don't know if that is. Did they pick up that show anymore? I don't know.
So I don't know if they picked it up another season or not. I know they had 2 more seasons after Ronnie left, but I don't know if they picked up another one or not. I do know if you go through and you listen to a bunch of like different Bigfoot howls that they have recorded and stuff, you'll notice a lot of them are with dogs. Like you'll hear coyotes in the background, and you hear the howl. So it's almost like kind of like to hide in with it. So
I figured they would
Ohio howl. That is done with dogs. That one was recorded by Matt Moneymaker, the president of the BFRO.
Mhm.
Okay. Because
Wow.
I mean, other animals do that.
Yeah.
Like wolves and coyotes, and they howl, and they got different tones and everything. So I would feel like they could communicate also.
Yeah,
I'm
corn
not saying
dogs
like
too.
I
Yeah,
feel all
growing up
animals
in Maine,
communicate like that.
here in Maine, we would have coyote packs, and you would hear this one howling, and all of a sudden you hear another one a little further away, and like they'd be just talking back and forth to each other.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it
It's long distance, like
yeah.
they go,
So,
hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good.
hey,
Howard,
how you doing?
How you
how
That's
you
what
doing
doing?
that's what
down
that
there?
knock
I'm
means.
doing
One
good down
knock
there. How you
means
guys
how
doing
you
there?
doing?
How you
Yeah.
guys doing? Hey, all
So,
doing
but
good. Okay, now shut up, you face.
oh my God, if you take it a step farther, he's too much. If you take it a step farther, I mean, that implies that so they're communicating to each other, right? So that
They have
means
to.
that they are not singular beings. Like they
There's
rely
more
on
than
each other, right?
one.
Or they,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
they're not isolated from each other.
No, they have. I
Like you
mean,
can learn from that. In other words, you can extrapolate that they don't live alone.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, they just
So
said that they found groups of them, like families, like the parents and then the children too. So I mean,
yeah,
well,
they have
it's
to reproduce, right? I mean,
yeah. I was just I was reading I can't think. It's the Olympia Project, where they found a bunch of nests, and these nests were in groups together. So it obviously shows that they do go together in groups in, I don't know, we want to call tribes or family units,
mhm.
but um, these nests weren't. I mean, they weren't on top of each other, but they were in close proximity, so they could be, they weren't like, one here. Like you have a house, so here's my office, my kitchen's there, my living room's there. So one, two, three nests.
Yeah, yeah,
wow.
yeah. I mean, I've seen them when they bend, the nest. They bend the trees. They come across that, and they bend the trees for, I guess, some kind of overhead cover, to cover them when they sleep or whatever. Like a nest. That's interesting how they got these big trees that they. I remember seeing in the one show where they actually pull the trees out by the roots and they turn them upside down to
Yeah,
walk.
yeah. There's a bunch of those out in up in Canada. Prince Edward Island has a few.
Hmm.
Wow.
That's interesting. I wonder what
That's
that.
some
I'm
serious
assuming it's some sort of markings because they pull the tree out from the root, then they turn the tree upside down. They put it up. Now the root's in the top, and so maybe some sort of markings like, hey, this is my territory. Stay out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird. So, Kevin, I've actually had what I believe are two Bigfoot encounters in New Jersey. Now, I've been in the woods in New Hampshire for years, alone, hiking, trail running, years and years and years. Never had an experience up there, never had an experience in Massachusetts. And it's literally only since I moved to New Jersey where I've had all of these paranormal experiences. And I've had what now I believe are two Bigfoot encounters. So one of them is actually just in my same town in a forested area, but it's interesting you mentioned the marsh because it's right by a marsh. And there's a coyote pack who lives in that area as well. I've encountered them. So I was running alone at dusk, and I've mentioned this on our show before too, running alone at dusk in the woods with my dog. And I heard clear as day knocking, like tree knocking. It wasn't rocks. It was like knocking on a tree loud. And there are houses around. So I instantly was like, paranormal, love all the stuff. So I waited for more and I didn't hear any knocking, like nothing from the houses, nothing. It wasn't like somebody hammering, they hammer multiple times.
Yeah.
Nothing else. And I instantly took rocks. And I don't know if anybody else has done this or if you recommend doing this if you have an encounter, but I took rocks from the ground and I started trying to communicate back. It was like instinct.
Wow.
I started knocking back and I didn't get a response, but I've never heard it since. And I go in these woods all the time for years. 10 years now I've been in these woods. So it's an interesting thing that you notice about the coyotes in the marsh too. I hadn't really thought about that. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, animals respond to, like, it's like almost like dogs in your neighborhood. One starts barking, and then they all start barking, right? Like, so if you have like a Bigfoot howling or something, definitely a coyote could respond, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why not?
We have Linda in the audience is asking if you ever heard reports on Long Island of a Bigfoot, but wasn't there some kind of Long Island Bigfoot thing that everybody was debunking because they said there was too many people
Yeah.
on Long Island? Didn't I hear of a Long Island Bigfoot once, or am I dreaming that? I'm gonna have to
I
Google
have a
it.
drawing.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Like that. When I was out there,
I'm gonna
I was
Google it.
in Ocean. What is it? The I forgot exactly. We were doing investigations with the paranormal, and we went to an old cemetery in Oyster Bay. Sorry, it's in Oyster Bay, and it's an old cemetery that colored soldiers are buried there on the Revolutionary War, and so we went there and we were doing an investigation, and rocks were being tossed at us, and right away I thought, ghost. Because
Right.
but they kept on like rocks getting tossed at us, and I didn't think Bigfoot or anything like that or anything to that nature. And I was like, I walked onto the main road, and I'm walking down, and I'm shining my camera up. All of a sudden, I have a night vision camera with a night vision light, so I can see right in the dark. As I go up, my camera dies and my battery goes out at the same time. As that happens, I see a creature, maybe about 4 or 5 feet tall, jump up from a grave. He had like grayish hair for the whole body, and he ran up into the woods like a 5-year-old runs with his arms like this, and disappeared. At that
What?
time, and I drew the picture of it, but right after that, the battery on the camera turned back on, and the light turned back on. And everybody there, nobody's seen it except for me. And like I said, I drew the thing. It was to me. I'm like, what was that? I don't know
Okay,
if it
but
was. I need something like a baby Bigfoot or anything, because it was full of hair. Maybe it was something, maybe another type of cryptics, but that was happening
Anthony,
on the
the
bed.
camera turned off like Ronnie.
Yeah.
Like
So-
not turned off with him, but
Yeah,
like
but the
that's
camera was
interesting.
completely dead, and the light, and it was a brand new battery on it, and the light I just had it a new batteries put in it also. I put it in the car before we did this.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's interesting that Ronnie
Yeah.
had the
Do
glitch
we-
with the camera and then you had the camera glitch.
Is there a belief that they have like paranormal capabilities with
Um,
electronics?
No, I don't know if they know
I
about
don't
any.
know, but everybody
had
seems to have a
Bigfoot in the
computer, electronic glitch around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
they do have some sort of something
Hmm.
that they can have some sort of ability to shut down, some kind of electronics and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've had trail cameras I put out with brand new batteries and go the next morning to check it, when I'm out doing my thing, and it's off. And I'll be like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
it's not
weird.
turning on. I'm going to turn it on, and the batteries are dead.
Yeah,
They
that's
were
weird.
brand new. I
'Cause
I literally opened the package, put them in,
It
turned
lasts
it on,
forever.
set everything, and then overnight they go dead. But
Yeah,
That's very weird. Those
But-
trap
yeah.
camera
I
batteries
had
last
an
forever.
interesting paranormal experience. We were on Swan Island, which is an island. It's in a tidal river right here in Maine. They did an event, brought people out there. It's an old ghost town. But what happened was they polluted the river and all the fish died. So obviously the town lost its revenue and they closed. And now it's a state park. But we were doing, it's the camera that shows the stick figure.
SLS.
SLS.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's-
So I had a
SLS.
brand new GoPro
Mhm.
that I had, and I was using that, and I had that on me, and I had my phone because I said, "Oh, I'll go Facebook Live." While they were doing it, so I had this all on. We're gonna do this. People are interacting with it. We're showing a great video. Video was awesome. The audio sounded like nails on a chalkboard.
What?
The whole you couldn't watch the video. The sound was so horrid. My GoPro, no volume at all.
What?
No volume at all. And obviously, I didn't know how to wear the GoPro, so I didn't get really good shots. But the GoPro had no sound.
Oh, wow.
And my cell phone that I was doing the live with, I had people going, "You need to stop. This is killing our ears. It's horrid." And I played it back, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is this?"
Weird.
Wow, interesting.
It was
Okay.
horrid. I don't know what happened. And
Yeah,
all
the
of a sudden,
energy there
video
were
of-
really.
of them interacting with this figure. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, maybe they do have some sense of, be able to affect our electronics.
Well,
Like
maybe-
bats, maybe?
It also makes me think of like elementals,
Yeah.
elemental land energies. I've definitely seen some in my mind that literally look exactly like the Wendigo or of a Bigfoot in my mind, not in real life. I haven't seen them. And I
Yeah.
mean, they're very powerful land entities. So maybe Bigfoot is just an expression in time of them that we're seeing, and they do have abilities. It's interesting.
You never know. Maybe they all, like, how as human beings we all have different nationalities and all live on one, together. Maybe they have the
Yeah.
same thing. Maybe they
yeah.
all know of each other.
very
Maybe
similar. I mean, it's like with animals. The warmer the climate, the smaller the animal. Look at bears. Bears down south are fairly small. Brown bears, black bears. You go north, the bears get bigger. You get up into Canada, you go to brown bears, polar bears. I mean, we get the colder it is.
Kodak,
True.
or whatever those.
True.
Yeah. So I mean, it's got to be the same thing
True.
as the. I mean, you don't need to be really big and thick with fur to stay warm in Texas like you would
Right.
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, you're right on
Right.
that. So I mean, it's a
Right.
possibility. Maybe they do know of each other, all these different elements, and different cryptids, and from all these different creatures that everybody sees. Maybe they know of each other. That's
They have
you
to.
never know.
They're
Yeah,
like
maybe they
cousins.
do
in a
have
way.
some kind of electronic stuff that goes by.
Adam made a good comment here about there are reports that sometimes they give off a sound where they can't hear it but feel it. Like they
tigers
use
have that.
fear in their prey, infrared sounds.
I know
Interesting.
tigers have that. When the tigers roar, there's a
Yeah.
there's a sound that comes out of the tiger's roar that actually paralyzes their who like right in front of them. They can't
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah,
just came up
it's,
with that. It's like
call
a
it
sound,
infrasound?
Huh?
Yeah.
Infrasound.
Infant sound, yeah. And it actually paralyzes their prey.
Really?
They
they-
just came up with that not too long ago. And other animals
Yeah,
have that too.
they did an experiment of that on the first season of Expedition Bigfoot. They went to a big cat for sanctuary or I believe they were in Oregon, and they got the cat to start growling and rowling, and so they could record it and kind of see what it was. Because they lost an expedition member on that first show. That's how they wound up with Ronnie there.
I remember that.
A gentleman by the name of RPG was their first person, and he wound up getting massive headaches, nausea. They actually had taken him to the hospital because of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he missed a couple episodes. That's when Ronnie stepped in.
Yeah. I think it was like fourth episode he came in.
Yeah, he didn't come in right away. Yeah, because they're finding other animals have that too, and I think it's elephants that have it also. And it's not just to it's more like a defensive thing, so they can get away also from danger. So it's not just for praise and stuff; it's for them to get away. and they're finding out more and more animals have those things, that kind of sound that actually paralyzes the other, whoever hears it, or if it's a person or just whatever they were up against.
It's like listening to a dog bark. When a dog normally barks,
Yeah.
the annoying bark we all hear. But when there's something they don't like and they growl, it's very low, very. I mean, almost you can almost like feel the bass in it. So
True.
Yeah,
True.
on your
I'm
hair
sure they
goes
hear
up in the back of your neck.
Oh, yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
"Ooh."
I want to.
Yeah.
I hear dogs bark all the time. I got two
Yeah.
of them.
Things
Aw.
like sounds that the dogs are hearing that we're not hearing.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could be using, but would that affect equipment? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if that.
I could never figure it out. Like it
guess-
was.
I think
It
it
only
would
happened
affect our
once.
EVPs.
Huh?
I definitely
it would.
affect our
Yeah,
EVP.
but it wouldn't turn your camera off.
No, it
there's
wouldn't
no-
turn the camera off, and wouldn't sound that I know of would not be able to drain the power from a camera.
No.
Any
Okay.
devices.
Adam
Yeah.
has just not. I'm not friends with Adam anymore after this comment. No, I'm kidding. That's horrible.
Eating
Why you
them.
gotta say that, Adam?
So I guess
Yeah.
this brings up a good
We're a
question.
dog-friendly show here.
I know where
Well,
he gets that from. Have you guys? It's a 911 call. They use it in the opening intro to Sasquatch Chronicles about a gentleman talking about a Bigfoot out in his yard, telling him to come out there really quick. What had happened was, so if they called 911 that there was something running in his yard, something big. He didn't want to go out. And while he's on the phone with 911, it came back, and you can hear the threat in his voice, like, get out here now. This thing's huge. It's looking right at me. What had happened was a few weeks prior, something had killed his dog and thrown it back over the fence.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this. It was a
Yeah.
Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I did
what-
see this.
What could do that, Kim?
I don't know.
mean, like, what else
Well,
could
I mean,
throw
a
it back?
bear. Yeah, a bear
Yeah.
could
Well,
do
a
it.
bear would eat it, not throw it back over the fence.
No.
Oh, I don't know. Bears do weird things. If they feel threatened, I mean, they've attacked humans and not eaten them. They just attack and they
Yeah,
Just
but
leave
they
kill
them.
don't
them.
throw them.
They don't throw
Yeah, well, they
maybe he
swat
left
them.
them there. They,
No, they
Yeah.
threw it over the
What?
fence.
I don't know. I'm just saying it could have been a bear. Could have
I
been.
remember. Okay.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
them. Well,
We're
it
not
has been
fighting.
proven that bears can have used rocks to kill things from heights.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember where I was reading that. That they had seen that they were able to, they're like above it, and they were able to use bigger rocks and push it to land on things going down below them.
You would
That's
think
great.
why
New
do you
fear
do that?
unlocked in the woods in New Jersey. Excellent.
Yeah, I know.
Great. You
No,
unlocked
it's
a new
like-
fear.
There are gonna be rocks all dropping around that you're like,
Yep.
what the hell?
New fear unlocked. Great. Thank you.
I can't
Love it.
remember what it was. I saw that article and I actually had to read it twice. I'm like, no way. And they're like, no, actually, I'd seen
But
it.
you would think, why does a bear need to use a rock? I mean, like a bear's, we're no match for that bear.
Well, they're lazy. They're lazy. So if
Yeah.
they
Yes.
do something else to do their work,
Bear,
they
like knock you out.
I'm
maybe.
wondering if maybe the bear was moving something and did it once and learned,
Right.
oh, hey, I can
Ooh.
do this. And it
Yeah.
continued, and one bear shot another bear.
But
Like
either way,
when
I
humans-
know
when
the video
humans
you're
started
talking
with fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
They learned how to
So you know that
use fire, keep warm, and then to cook with it. So they learned. So maybe the bear has the same abilities.
maybe.
I think all animals have the ability to learn.
Yeah.
So Kim, you've seen the video?
Yeah, I do. I actually know this video because it's the guy he's in a panic. I mean, he's absolutely in a total panic. And
yeah.
Of course.
and he's just like, it's back. And yeah.
I always wondered. I heard that thing, and I'm like, oh. So I went and found the video and listened to the whole thing, and I'm like, wow.
It's really
Like he called them a couple of times. Like this was over a few day thing. Like he called about the dog. He called about something out there. Then he called back about it the day it was in his yard.
yeah.
Wow.
That's
It's
nuts.
really sick.
So
yeah.
so I guess Bigfoots are not vegetarians. I was hoping. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
They're probably like us. They probably eat meat and vegetarian.
Not like all of
Yeah.
us. No, I'm
The
kidding.
veggie, the veggie
yeah.
eaters too, Jenny. So be happy, you know.
So
but
no,
you
this
know-
actually takes us into a good direction, a good combo.
Yeah.
Because do we believe Bigfoot is good? Do we believe they are just another creature living on this planet, or do we think that they are actually here doing something on behalf of somebody?
Right. Like the criminal theory.
Like, are they safe? If I see one in the woods, do I knock my rocks again, or do I run?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe
That's
not a good
isn't that
idea.
a song? Knock my rocks or do I run?
Yeah, it could be a song.
It could be
Yeah,
a song.
like what are there reports of Bigfoot's going after humans?
There's been a few, but most of them seem to be like they're running away. Like most animals, they don't like. We're good. We're out of here. You know.
They're more afraid of us than we are of them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is a lot of the podcasts will dramatize the bad attacks.
Okay.
But
Yeah, for
I mean, for most of the ones I've read and seen, it's a tree knocks or a quick sighting or a growl or just throw a rock, but nothing. I've never had anything bad happen yet. Knock on wood.
Okay. Well,
you
yeah.
have no rocks dropped on your head from a mountain or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or a bear.
Overhead, so.
Yeah, but I mean,
We wear a hard
okay,
hat.
I
you can
see what
fly.
you're saying now. Right. Are they just trying to survive? Is what you mean, Kim? Like, are
Yeah,
they just
I
trying to
think.
survive?
Yeah,
and they have
like,
some
I
kind of
guess-
purpose?
I guess we don't know what their not motive. Well, I guess motive too, because
Yeah.
there
I mean-
is this interesting connection. I feel like of reports in these places of UFOs and aliens. It is definitely more common. It seems like to see them in areas where there are a lot of UFO sightings and paranormal sightings. So I don't know. It's just a question. Are they good-natured, or should I be afraid?
Right.
To tell you the truth,
Or
I
they
think
just going like animals
I'm
on
not
the-
I would side on caution.
Yeah.
Caution.
Just like
Good.
when you're
Caution.
out in the woods and you run across the bear.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
What do I do when I run
You would
across
have moose in New Jersey. Well, no, you might have moose in New Jersey.
very rare, but I've never
Very
actually
rare,
seen one of the problems in my life. But when I see a bear, I don't run. I've seen a lot of bear where I live, and I get loud. So I actually get loud, and I'll yell and clap and get loud and stand my ground and slowly back up, and they usually run away. But
Yeah.
should I do that with Bigfoot? I don't know.
Well, the only way you know if you try it once. Sometimes
Yeah.
Let's see.
it
Let
just
us
takes
know.
that once.
You'll find out once, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
I
gonna
think
try
they're
that
gonna,
big one.
they're going to see us long before we
Hercules,
see
Hercules.
them, and they're going to be on the move away from us.
Mm. They'll
I
be saying,
really
guys,
think
if they find my body with giant rocks next to me, it was Bigfoot. It was not
Oh
a
my
bear.
God. It's so funny to think about Kim, who's like 85 pounds. Like, if you saw Kim, she's like 85 pounds, and she's like banging rocks together, and this big 7-foot Bigfoot is looking at her like, what are you
What's
doing?
wrong with you?
What are you doing?
That's what they told me to do.
Kevin.
They told me to do rocks.
You send me some pictures. I want to show them before
Oh, gosh.
we're going to run out of time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is what
Okay.
happens.
I
Oh
mean,
my
We
god,
get-
I didn't even know there were pictures.
I know, I'm excited.
What?
Okay, here.
It's show and tell time.
I love it.
Well,
It's the best time.
Okay. Here is show number 1.
So
Oh.
that is the first print we found the year before the one I showed you up in Milo. We found that one down by the swamp. Actually, when we were trying to do the recreation, we were coming out, and I went to walk up to Mike, and I asked Mike, I'm like, Mike, did you step here? He's like, no, I didn't walk that way. And I said, you need to come here. And he has a 13, his boots are 13s, and that one is 20. Oh, geez, it'll grow. I can't read that. I think it was like 24 I think we measured that at, and we actually pulled hair off from that print.
Wow.
Really?
And when it got sent out, it came back undetermined.
Oh wow.
Really? Okay, that was my next question. So you sent it
And
for
we
DNA.
say Mike.
testing.
Yeah.
Mike who?
Mike Vajon, he's the one of the founders of the Maine Bigfoot Foundation. He sent it out, and it came back undetermined. So they couldn't classify it. It's not in the DNA database.
Wow.
Okay.
So basically, they found something,
That's
but they have nothing to
interesting.
match it up to.
Okay, here's
That's
another-
interesting. Because that's science. Like that's where what I can relate to.
This is
Yeah,
Wow.
that's kind of a blurry
Holy
photo,
cow.
but that is a print I found up in Sawyer Pond, up in Crawford Notch.
Nice.
That was about
Size of
19 inches, and
It's
that's my
Maine?
pocket knife in the middle of it. And that's in
Wow.
a small like creek bed.
That's up in Maine.
No, New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's huge. I mean, first of all, you could say, okay, well, a human could have that big of a foot, like Shaq, right, or something, but not a bare foot in the woods.
No. So this tree, I found out in the Redstone Quarry, which is probably a 12-minute walk from Walmart in North Conway. It was in a quarry back in the turn of the century. The pillars and stuff for the federal buildings in New York City were all quarried out of this granite mine. So all like the pillars and all the federal buildings, that's where they got all the granite, was from Redstone.
New Hampshire
So-
is the granite state.
That's right.
Yes, the Granite
so-
State.
I can't think of Crystal's last name. She's the head of the BFRO in New Hampshire. And she had been like, hey, I got a dogman sighting. We don't do dogmen. And I'm like, all right, just give me the info. I'll go take a look. And she's like,
Dogman?
yeah.
Mhm.
And she goes, it's in Redstone. And I'm like, all right. I live right in North Conway, so it's literally my backyard. So me and all the boys go for a hike out there. There's all kinds of hiking trails. And we got in the area it was, and we came across this tree. And I'm like, oh, bear scratching. And I'm walking up to it, and I'm looking, and then I reached up. Okay, I'm 5'10". My arm's about another 3 feet. 3 feet above me was still more claw prints. There was no, you could see like it climbed up and dug. It was just straight down. Like something dragged its nails through and ripped off all that bark.
Yeah, that's one heck of a big bear. Yeah, way
well,
too big.
The biggest bear ever shot in the state of New Hampshire was shot in that quarry.
Right.
up on the
Okay,
mountain.
so
So
Geez.
there are the state record was taken there.
wow.
But still, I couldn't justify how high up that was. I mean, it
Would
just
they
it was
scratch
taller
that
than I
like
could
with their
reach.
nails or something, or would they
Yeah,
take
you
that
could
block
see claw
into a
marks.
setting?
Yeah.
Wow.
Would they
No,
take
like,
that block?
I was at first I walked up, oh, this is awesome. It's a bear, and I wanted to show the kids. And then I got up there and I'm looking, and then I'm
That's fine.
still looking up, and I'm looking up like this, going, okay.
Would they use that for their bedding then?
Justify where the bear would have climbed up, and I'm like, why would the bear have climbed up that high and then
Yeah.
just clawing with one claw?
Or like moose antlers going up and down and
Yeah.
scraping.
I really don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, because moose,
I did the same.
moose are
But
huge.
The
Like,
report was
you
of
just-
a dog
you
man
think-
by a tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's,
Weird.
That's interesting.
but
Yeah.
the other thing is there really a dog man, or are dog men misidentified Bigfoot?
Wait, what is dog man?
Yeah,
I've never heard this.
Me
And then
neither.
someone in the audience said it too. dog
Like
man.
a werewolf, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a werewolf.
Oh, I was trying to figure out like, what
But
does
they're
that look
seen
like?
in broad daylight.
Like a
Werewolf
werewolf.
is only
Okay.
seen during the full moon.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, they stand
And then
upright
some
and they have
people
like a
wonder
dog
if,
head.
A dog man is a juvenile Bigfoot because, children have they're like that childish face that
Yeah.
that's not quite developed. Sometimes they have a bigger nose, big ears, and as they grow, it all gets small in proportion to their head.
Yeah.
So could that be what they're seeing?
Maybe.
Or
oh,
is
like
it Bigfoot with mange?
Warming Bigfoot.
It's a joke.
And there's a name for it, different names for it. Like, is it the same thing? Do you think it's related, like the Yeti and all that? Like, is it all the same?
It could be. I mean, Dogman, I don't think we've heard much of Dogman since before
I love this.
whole show. Yeah,
Dogman's a whole other show. That's right.
Beast of Brer Road, out west. After that, that's when Dogman kind of really took off. I mean, I don't remember.
I've never heard of Dogman.
Yeah, I never heard anything of Dogman growing up or anything until like the 80s and into maybe more the end of the 90s. Definitely turn of the century, 2000.
Yeah,
that's
Dogman. A lot of the stuff came out later on.
Yeah.
And there's new Olympics and everything coming out, and Dogman was one of them.
Yeah, that's why I heard Dogman might be a juvenile Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It sounds like a West Virginia thing.
Solid.
I feel like all these things, it's all coming out of West Virginia. Yeah.
Coming out of the
right? It's all like the weird stuff, all in West Virginia. Yeah. Whoa.
And that's another picture of that one I saw up in Sawyer Pond, that blurry photo. So that's a better one. So my hand is at the head end of it. My knife's in the middle, and up where the tape measure ends, that's about where I saw some of the toes.
That's massive.
Oh, wow.
And like most people, I don't always take casting material with me.
Here's another one with the woods.
But yeah, and these are some of the things we'll find out. Tree breaks out through the woods.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, I see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So and that's the last one.
And that one was off trail. So like these tree breaks I'm seeing are off trail. They're not where you would be walking.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it. The video sent us. I had an issue downloading because of the format and everything.
Yeah, it was in. Yeah. So that video, if you guys ever get a chance to take a peek at it, it was during Bike Week. The gentleman was going up over the Kank to head down 93 to go to Laconia, and there's one solitary tree. It's at the 5-second mark. It's on the left side. And you see this one tree literally do this and stop. Wow. There's no wind, not blowing any of the other trees. It's
wow.
I mean, I've had microburst downdraft, animal jumping out of the tree, but I'm like, it's the section of the Kank going up around the corner, almost at the very first rest area, where one side, not very far from where I had my sighting.
Yeah, still clear.
It just kind of goes like this.
Yeah.
Kind of like the drop off, kind of like they filled in the little canyon to go around the corner, almost at the top.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to try to get it on. I might not get it on with audio.
Yeah, I've seen those videos of trees moving, and I can't explain them. I mean,
and it's at the 5-minute mark. It's on the left side, and it's really hot. It took me a couple times to watch it to catch it. I'm like, what is this guy showing me? And all of a sudden, I'm like, hey, okay.
All right, I'm going to try to get it up. I don't have no audio of it, so I'm going to try to get it up.
Is from the guardrail to where the tree is almost 20 feet. So the tree is down a slope.
He took this while he was on his bike? Dangerous.
In his truck off a dad's cam.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. I'm going to try to get it on, like I said. You might not be able to talk. It might put us on mute also. So here.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be on the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Right? Did I see it?
Yeah. And you see it. You see the drop.
You see the drop. You see that drop right there.
Yeah.
It's right in front of us. Right there. Right on the left, right now. Yeah.
And the tree's still moving.
Wow.
It's right before the motorcycle. You see the tree moving right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
The tree is
Cool.
moving.
Because I got
I mean,
first,
what
I'm
could
like,
do
oh, that
that?
tree's right by the road because I'm looking, going, that's close by the road. But then I got there, and I'm like, no, there's more there because it goes down and then flattens
Right
right
there.
out.
You see them
Oh
moving.
yeah,
It's just one tree.
but that's enough. I mean, that's what makes it interesting. It's not like the whole set of
Yeah.
trees is blowing. Yeah.
No, it's just the one.
That looks like a beautiful day there,
It's
though.
right there. You see it? Did you see
That's
that?
my
Right there.
grade.
It looks
Yeah.
sunny. It looks, doesn't
That's a
look
big
like there's
drop
a
right there.
storm.
Right
Yeah,
here.
it doesn't look stormy.
And the tree's still moving as you're passing it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Very.
And you said this is not far from where you had your experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Kangamangas.
Yeah, you go around this corner, and then the can goes back up this way before, and then there's that cliff that
Yeah.
when they widened the road, they just made it all one-sided cliff face.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Very.
God, I miss New Hampshire. Just seeing that video, I'm just like, oh, it's so nice there.
And I've had the pleasure of going out to Oregon, and it's just, I like New Hampshire. Don't get me wrong, Oregon's beautiful. But.
Yeah. I've been to Colorado, and everybody was like, oh, you love New Hampshire. You love the whites. You love the mountains out there. I didn't. It's different.
No?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they get some huge mountains out in Oregon. And I get to, I was on the Zigzag River, so I get to do a little bigfooting out there. Didn't run across much, but it was definitely, you couldn't see 10 feet in the woods if you were walking on a trail. I mean, it's so thick out there. I mean, it's just crazy. But
That's awesome. That looks nice.
Do you have like a wish list, a Bigfoot wish list of where you want to go? Like the top place you'd want to go to next?
Yeah. A bucket list.
Ooh,
bucket
yeah.
list, huh?
Yeah, Bigfoot bucket list for the big.
The Bigfoot bucket list.
I mean, I'd like to go to Bluff Creek. I'd like to see where the Patty video was made.
The what?
Where they filmed Patty, the Roger Patterson and
Oh yes.
yeah.
Oh, the Roger Patterson. That's first video.
The very first,
in the woods.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that area. Maybe bigfooting in Washington. I haven't gone to Washington.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to be a hot spot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We had
Oregon,
a guest
Washington,
on.
right?
What was his name, Jenny?
One of the places I'd love to
Mike-
go is Alaska. I've always thought of going to Alaska. Now that would be fun.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be fun. What was
Yeah,
the guy's
Adam
name
says
that
it
on
was
film?
the
You
Patterson
never
and
done
Gremlin film,
film?
Bluff Creek.
Yeah, Bluff Creek. Yep.
Thanks, Adam.
I mean, there's so many documentaries and shows out there. What do you recommend anybody in the audience or us to watch?
Yeah. Or to read
Understand a
too.
little more.
To watch or read. I am a huge Les Stroud fan. The Survivor Man Bigfoot series was really good. He actually did that from an outside look in, and he basically spoke to everybody, even people that are considered controversial. Like he did 2 episodes with a gentleman called Todd Stanton, and a lot of people. He's very, very, let's just say, very zealous.
Passionate.
Very passionate. He's actually gone before the legislator in Canada to try to get legislation pulled so that these creatures are, don't get hunted and killed. But he also gets a rap. A lot of his stuff is fake. And he looked at a lot of this stuff and he couldn't prove whether it was or wasn't. So,
Right.
Like he said, either it is and he's great at it, or this is some of the best footage that would take the Patterson Gilman film and throw it away.
Yep.
I mean, and then he also went on to prove because he tried to do stompers, like make fake stompers and fool the late Jeff Waldron. And he took him to him and had him look at him. And Jeff was able to prove that, oh, no, this is a fake footprint. It took him a few minutes, but he did prove it, you know? So he was able to prove, show, hey, look, the people that are doing this actually know what they're looking for. But like he took a look from the outside. Like he tried every method. He didn't go, 100% this is true. This is but he was like, this is the evidence. Here it's laid out. You make up your own mind.
Mm-hmm. That's the way to be, really.
You said the Pat video with the Patterson. Yeah. I remember somebody actually putting it under like AI stuff, and they kind of proved it to be, because even though it's blurry, they cleared up the blur, but they showed the movement of the Bigfoot as he moved, and the way he moved and the way the joints bent and everything, they showed it couldn't have been a man in a suit, because where the joints were bending and the arms and the legs, and when he turned to look back, the way he turned, and they actually showed that it could have been some sort of creature, not a person in a suit, because a person in a suit, our joints in a certain, our elbow, when we turn and walk.
If you match up your elbow, your knee didn't match up. You matched up the knee, your hip didn't match up. We weren't proportionally designed that way. And they were able to get the bicep. You can see the bicep muscle move.
Yes. And they thought it might have been a female, no?
The sheen of the fur, like the oils in the skin, you could actually see on its back, the sheen. It actually changed a little bit of color. When it turned as the sun hit it.
Yeah, and that was interesting how they cleaned up that, because it was back then you just had the little camera with the film in it,
That's true.
And now they put everything. I mean, they put everything on some kind of in some kind of, now with AI they're clearing up everything. So that was interesting. Somebody wrote that. What do you think about the skunk ape?
Skunk ape. What's a skunk ape?
Skunk ape is what they call Bigfoot in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so just
different.
It's all marsh. A lot of it has to do with being marshy land, and more of the smell, the moss and the wetness and the damp. It just that's the skunk ape, because of the potent smell that it gets off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way,
there's plenty of sighting reports there that date back into colonial time, and when we first were,
and it's smaller too. It's a smaller ape. It's not.
It's a little small. Not much. I mean, we're still talking 6-7 feet tall.
Yeah, I know we're talking about 6-7 feet tall, but compared to some of the ones that we've seen up here, or not seen here, but they're talking about like almost 12 feet tall, these things.
Yeah.
8 to 12 feet. I mean, that's big. Like you said, maybe going down there, they're smaller. Yeah, I don't know.
But I noticed somebody just made a comment about whether Les was a Bigfoot hunter. I don't believe he is. I think he's more of he's more trying to, right there. I think he's just trying to, he's seen and had things happen. He's just trying to get the answers. He actually has a documentary that he's currently doing, that I don't know if it's out yet or not. But basically the secret is that he's doing what he did in the show on a larger scale. He actually was up this way filming with, I think the, either the New Hampshire Bigfoot guys, or I think it was, either the New Hampshire Bigfoot guys or Squashatusetts. He was up in this area filming. And I don't know if he did anything with. There's a group in New Hampshire, in New Jersey, in search of the red eye.
We just had him on.
Yeah, they were.
We had Mike on just not too long ago.
And the other one, and I haven't watched it yet, but I have read a couple of his books, is David Paulides. He just did a Sasquatch documentary. that just came out first of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of YouTube things too. Like, and someone asked about Long Island before, and that sounded so familiar to me. It is a YouTube show, Big Long Island Bigfoot.
Yeah. The other thing is the other one that does a lot of YouTube stuff is Small Town Monsters.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's the guy that created that's originally from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
And he goes all over the place. He's done a bunch of them in Maine. He's done them in New Hampshire. He's gone out to he's gone up to Alaska. So
Wow.
That's when Mike came on the show, he showed some like footage, all the different places he went, and I think we were more amazed of the scenery, of the pictures he took, of the scenery and the aurora and all this stuff, and it was something. When you guys go out looking, you got to spend nights in the forest, and you got to see so much, the sunsets and sunrises and all these beautiful places. It's like, as a paranormal investigator, we get to see inside old prisons and psychiatric wards and stuff like that.
Yeah, the scenery is quite
walk
different.
around old mills in the middle of the
than what
night.
you guys do.
That's so funny. I never thought about it that way.
It's like, hey, should I become? I'm going to become I'm going to look for ghosts of Bigfoot.
There we go. Nice,
Yeah.
Anthony.
Paranormal Bigfoot hunters.
There you go.
That we'll go look for the ghosts of Bigfoots.
Yeah.
Well,
my
it
God.
is interesting. A lot of the things that they report about Bigfoots, we have experienced just on a smaller scale inside of buildings. Anthony, you've had rocks thrown at you. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yes, you have.
Yeah,
And it
you
wasn't
have
me
thrown
this
at
time.
you.
Many
We've heard
locations.
growling. We hear growling in our recordings. So it is
Yep.
interesting, just not in the same scale. It seems like what they're experiencing outside is just bigger.
What the whole thing is, when we go looking for what we're looking for, and you go to locations like I've been outdoors, I've been all the different locations, and yes, I have rocks thrown at me. So I have seen other cryptids besides, like I said, that little creature I seen out on the ocean, in Oyster Bay, and I seen a creature out in Newburgh on an old farm. So that's
Really?
at us also. And like I said, I have drawings of all this. But the whole thing is, if we're gonna go, and I seen you're outside. I thought I seen some like ships in the air and different things. So as we go along, the more you get into as a paranormal investigator, and you go into all these different locations, and I'm not just talking about buildings. I'm talking about outdoors, because I like doing cemeteries. I'll go in the woods and try to get something also,
Right.
just to find something. And the more you put yourself out there and all these different, I think you will come across these different creatures too, because I have a feeling like everything's connected somehow. Everything's connected somewhere along the line. The Pine Barrens, they see UFOs. They see all these cryptids between Bigfoot and everything else over there, and also there's a lot of spirits that go. Maybe there's something that connects everything. So that's what I feel something. And if we go to these locations, I think everybody will see something eventually.
Yeah. Well, the Pine Barrens is where I had my other experience.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Dusty Witch just mentioned that she had a Bigfoot encounter in the Washington. You were just talking about Washington, Kevin, wanting to go there.
Okay.
Mount Rainier. I've actually been in the
Mount
base of
Rainier.
Mount Rainier. Yeah, and interacted with it. Wow.
That's an interesting mountain. There's
Why do you say that?
a couple hikers have vanished up there.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Yeah.
not cool.
They just went up and gone.
Wow.
Hey Kim, you're not going to go hiking there. We need you on the show.
Well, I've been hiking there. I've been to Mount Rainier at the base of it. We didn't go all the way up. It's a big hike, but just at the base of it, yeah, a beautiful area. But yeah, you were just mentioning, Kevin, how Washington's a place you want to get to.
Yeah. Well, just below Mount St. Helens is a place they called Ape Canyon. The natives called Ape Canyon. That's where the Ape Canyon incident, where some miners shot at one, and then at night while they're in that cabin, they were attacked. Rocks thrown. They tried getting into the cabin, and they made it through the night. And the next day, they packed up and took off. The North American Bigfoot Museum, that's owned by Cliff Berryman, has a display of it at his museum, which is close to Sandy, I believe. I think it's in Sandy, Oregon. I haven't been there, but he was talking about it on a podcast, and so I'm like, that'd be a cool place to go see.
Again,
that'd be very cool.
Museum right here.
We're coming to like 10-minute mark. to 2 hours. So how can people get in touch to see some of your stuff? You have a YouTube channel. Do you have anything else? What do you?
I just have my Facebook channel, and I do a couple. And get out to a couple different events. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do the. Hopefully, gonna be doing the HorrorCon again this year.
In Maine?
Yep. But usually they can get a hold of me. I have my email address on my Facebook. They can email me.
Nice.
Go from there.
Can you email you what? Thomas, Kevin Thomas, or do you want also the White Mountain?
White Mountain one is the one.
Yeah.
I usually use. I try to keep that separate from my personal email.
Okay.
But
I'll get that one, so we'll put it out there so people can get in touch with you with the White Mountain. And,
the other thing is they can contact the Maine Bigfoot Foundation, and they cover the whole state of Maine. So if they have anything in Maine, those guys are it. It's a 100% nonprofit. So
okay, that's awesome. I mean, I just want to make sure you get your stuff out there so people could come. And the Paracon in Maine, when is it? It's like I'm gonna look right now.
I'd have to look. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know it's right.
I put it down. I know I did.
Yeah.
September. Isn't it like September?
Yeah.
14th or something. Like I gotta look. It's
September 11th, 12th. Well, it's the 12th and 13th, but I go on 11th because we get out there the day before, so we can set up our stuff. Well, 11, 12.
Right.
It's the 12th and 13th of September. That's the main. It's the main Paracon horror festival. So yeah, you can check. You can come and. I mean that place is going to be awesome again, and you can talk to Kevin and there's so many people there too.
Oh yeah,
it's well worth it. It's well worth going to. Really is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I mean, if anybody winds up, I mean, I'm just going to be a participant and not a speaker, but April 13th to the 17th, I'm going to be in Tennessee at the Tennessee Crypto Campout. I'm actually going to be a participant, which I don't really get to do very often. So but, it should be a good time. Ronnie Blank's going to be there. Chester Moore is going to be there. So it's definitely going to be a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a great time.
That's in Tennessee?
Joe and Jesse Doyle are going to be there too. So yeah, could be good.
Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. We got 7 minutes left, so I want to make sure everybody, I hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight. I know we did.
I mean,
we had a great time.
You have to come back because I just have so many questions. I know that when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to stare at the ceiling and be like, oh, I should have asked him this. I should have asked him this. Because it's like, it does go down. You go down a rabbit hole and one thing leads to the next with Bigfoot, I feel like. Right?
Yeah, and I believe they all have something in common, Bigfoot, and UFOs and spirits and stuff. There's something there that, the people that get really into any of them, Bigfoot or the UFOs or even in paranormal, you get that deep into it, you will experience other things. And like I said, I experienced these cryptics, and I've seen these crazy lights in the sky during things too. So I think I think it's awesome.
Don't
I'm
be
all
afraid
into this.
to
It's great.
experience to share it, because I don't know if Kevin, if you've recognized that now you've kind of come out as a Bigfoot guy. People come out of the woodwork and they're like, "Oh, I've had this experience. I've had this experience. What do you think of this?" It happens to me as a medium psychic all the time, and we're not weird. It's out there. There's unexplained stuff going on. So speak up.
Yeah, and so what? We are weird. We like weird.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will be like, "Yeah, I had this happen," and it always, years ago, and they'll be like, "What do you think it is?" And it'd be like, "Well, it could be anything. It could have been, trees, just, it could have been, a squirrel jumping and having to land right. Like it could be, but then it could be Bigfoot. But I try to want to look and see what it could be before I go there, because a lot, you want to. The problem is when you go out looking for something, you'll find something. Mm-hmm. So if you go out looking for bear, you're going to find bear. You're going to look out for, squirrels, you'll find squirrels. You want to look for Bigfoot, you'll find Bigfoot. So I have to try to take a look at everything. So don't get me wrong. I get all excited. I hear something and my brain first goes there. Then I have to slow down and go, all right, let's take a look. What could it be?
Right.
What's going on? What do I have around me? Is the wind blowing, And I have to do the same thing when I'm walking through, when I see like tree bends and tree breaks. I got to take a look around and be like, is there more than one tree bend? Okay. Yeah, I have 3 all bent in the same area. Okay. Is this snow load? I have to take a look at the bigger picture, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing justice.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it.
And I will definitely probably see you in Maine. I'll definitely see you up there. Maybe we hang out and we have a beer. We get together the night before, like we did last year. Got that big ass table where everybody from the Paragon, we all go get that was some event there. Oof.
Oh yeah.
But I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank everybody in the audience.
I couldn't believe it. Like, most of the guys want barbecue. I'm like, you came up here to barbecue?
Yeah, I mean,
no, not in Kansas City or something. And if you can, come watch the show with Ronnie. Come chat in the chat.
Yeah.
Come join us. That's all I want to say, Anthony. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to, because I want to make an announcement on the show also. But I want to thank you again, Kevin. I want to thank the audience for coming. Without the audience, we wouldn't have a show. Without great guests like Kevin, we wouldn't have a show. That's what the show blows by so fast. I just want to make an announcement that on Saturdays on our network, we're playing reruns from the beginning of the season, beginning of the show. Last Saturday, we had Chris Allgood and Audra on talking about it was our first show ever. We had it played last Saturday. We didn't get a chance to announce it on the air, but I made a promo of it. This week, this Saturday at 8 o'clock, 8 to 10, like usual, we got a pre-recorded show of our second show ever. It's the Moon Girls. The
nice.
And so it's a show about what you guys are talking about, the Van Vecting house.
Yep.
That's coming up.
Paranormal. Great. That's cool. So I love it, because if you just joined us recently, you can go back and watch from the beginning. This is episode 66. Thanks for being on it, Kevin.
Yes.
Thanks for being number 66.
Yeah. Thank you for being on the show.
And be careful out there, Kevin.
I will.
Watch out for bears.
Definitely.
Yeah. And rocks.
Yeah. And rocks that Kim throws.
Rocks.
Yeah, and rocks that get suicidal trees at you.
Rock that Kim throws.
Yeah. So I just want to tell everybody out, you got to be safe out there. Remember, you want to look for ghosts, not be a ghost. In Kevin's case here, he wants to look for a Bigfoot. not get eaten by a Bigfoot, I guess.
Or
Yeah, this is true. So I just want to thank everybody. Kevin, stay on after the show, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Same time, same bat channel, like as usual. And check us out on Saturday night, the same time, 8 to 10, and you can watch some of our old stuff. And
Yeah.
if you like it, hey, comment. If you don't, too bad. So have a
Good night,
night.
everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
See you next week.
Hey, how you doing?